Ohai. Kutaisi, one of the most ancient Georgian cities and the centers of the Georgian culture. The most important historic and economic center of the western Georgia, administrative center of the region of Imereti. Kutaisi is called the city of May and Roses. May 2 is celebrated more than 100 years in a row as the city day, a Kutaisip. About both banks of the river of the Rioni, at the height of 125-300 m above sea level are located. In 22 km to the southwest from the city the international airport Kapitnari is located. Distance to Tbilisi -220 km, to Poti -100 km, to Batumi -150 km, to Sukhumi -200 km, to Zudidi -100 km. The name of the city comes from the Georgian word, stone, as in ancient times only the north side of the Rioni River. That will perfectly be coordinated with Procopius of Scythopolis's quote given below, which was stony was populated. Archaeological excavations show that Kutaisi is founded in the 6th-5th centuries BB. The documentary history Kutaisi begins from 3rd century BB when it is described in Argonavtike of Apollonius Radowski, the book 2, 398-402. From the Amaransky Mountains from far away on the plain Kirkaiska Fossa seeding to the sea brings wide waters. To the mouth of this river directing the ship of the Slang, you will be able to avidati the city of Kutaisi. To Kutaisi, the capital of the Colchis kingdom. Therefore poets call it Koitai, Kaitiski, and the Kolkski kingdom Koitaidi, Colchis. Argonauts went to the Tsar behind the Golden Fleece. The Byzantine historian Procopius of Scythopolis, 6th century. In the book War with Cats. The book 4, section 14. So describes Kutaisi. In this area there are a lot of populous settlements. From all lands of Colchis it is the best. Here wine is manufactured and many good fruits that isn't present anywhere in other Lazika grow. Over this country the Po River of Rhine proceeds. In the ancient time Cork constructed here strengthening most of which part subsequently they razed to the ground as it was located on the plain and, according to them, gave easy access and an opportunity to win him. In Greek at the time this strengthening was called Katiaean, now manholes name imputes, changing pronunciation of letters in this name owing to ignorance of Greek. So Archean transferred it in the history. From here I occurred and I moved a campaign of Eat and thereof poets name him Koitai, and the Colchis earth Koitaida. Very close from Cutes there is very strong strengthening which was called Euphemeri. He was protected the garrison by manholes with all care. The Roman soldiers, the truth very not numerous, also took part in this protection together with them. Euphemeri, the Greek or Latin version of the Georgian name of Fortress Ukimarioni. See a photo. Which is within the city long ago and borders on by Grotti Cathedral. According to the same historian Procopius of Scythopolis. 6c. Book War with Cats 4/2. In this country very high mountains covered with the wood and remote rise. They extend to the most Caucasian Taurus, behind them towards the east Iberia stretching to limits of Perso-Armenian lies. Through these mountains going highly to the sky, the river the Theiss flows, beginning with the mountains of the Caucasus and flowing into the middle of this, fortnightly, Gulf of Pontus. Some consider that the river the Theiss serves as border of two continents in this place. Places which go on the left if to look downstream are Asia, and to the right lying are called Europe. In the part which belongs to Europe there are all inhabited places of manholes. On other party manholes have neither the cities, nor strengthenings, nor any attention of the settlement, except for that earlier Romans built fortress to pie it here, according to legends by locals. In this part of Laziki there was also the golden fleece, because of which in the myths poets forced to build Greeks the slang. From the text obviously that in those days, 6c. Some considered the river the Theiss, Rioni, natural border of Europe and Asia. It is interesting that in Latin reunion, meeting. Therefore it is probable that the Theiss, the Greek name, and the Rioni, on the Georgian harmony, Latin. In ancient times, according to data of many antique historians and writers including Givin above, Kutaisi was the capital of the Colchis kingdom, that is Kolk, ancient Georgians. With 8 to the 13 VV of Kutaisi was the capital of the Abkhazian kingdom. In the 1760th it was captured by Turks and it is released by the Russian troops in 1770. In 1810 it was attached to the Russian Empire. From 1811 to 1840 I was the center of the Imereti region. From 1846 to 1917, the center of the Kutaisi province. In days of the Soviet power, the second most important industrial center of Georgia, were constructed. Automobile, tractor, Litopony, electromechanical and other plants. The Kutaisi Special Design Bureau. Special Design Bureau Projekt Priber, 1960-1990. Was parent organization in Minpriber of the USSR on Avlagometry and Viskometry. After the collapse of the USSR, the economic crisis led to closing of many enterprises of the city. In October 1993, during the civil war in Georgia, Zviadist conducted offensive at Kutaisi, which falling opened for Zviadist the road to Tbilisi. Fights were going near the city. After the unsuccessful offensive at the city of Tskol-Tubo, which is in aid came from Kutaisi, the counterattack of government troops, which ended with final defeat of Zviadist and Gamsakardias that began. In 2008-2012 in Kutaisi, buildings of Parliament and the government of Georgia were built. In the fall 2012 the Georgian Parliament moved to Kutaisi, but in December 2018 it was decided to return Parliament to the capital of Georgia. The building of Parliament, for which construction the Memorial of Military Glory was demolished, is decided to transfer the Ministry of Internal Affairs of Georgia under Academy. As of 1863, in the city there were 1813 Orthodox Christians, 570 followers of the Armenian Church, 725 Catholics, 1290 Jews and 31 Muslims. At the time in the city there were 5 Orthodox Christians and 1 Armenian temple, 1 Catholic church, nowadays Georgian, and 1 synagogue. The population of the city and municipality as of January 1, 2020 was 135,201 persons, for January 1, 2014, people, for January 1, 2005, people, for 2002, card people, for January, 1989, 234,870 people. The main transport in Kutaisi are share taxis now. Also the city bus works. Till 2009 the trolleybus system worked in the city. Culture. In the city the drama theatre works since the end of the 19th century. In December 1969 the Opera and Ballet Theatre of M. Balanchavads opened. Here the State Historical Museum of Georgia, Museum of Military Glory and the Museum of Sport are located. Sites. Baigrati Cathedral. Former Catholic Cathedral im. Immaculate Conception of the Virgin. Complex of the ancient city with Baigrati Cathedral. Zalatsky Monastic Complex. Monument of the World Heritage of UNESCO. Monastic Motsameta Complex. Shgutsky Complex. Ruins. The summer residence of Tsars of 1011 in Sataplaya. Prometheus's Cave. The Jewish Quarter. With 3 synagogues. In 2012 the construction of the new building of Parliament of Georgia which moved from Tbilisi here is complete. The first meeting of newly elected parliament took place on October 21, 2012. In the city professional sports clubs are based. Soccer. Torpedo acts in the Soccer Championship of Georgia. Basketball. Kutaisi acts in the Basketball Championship of Georgia. Rugby. And Baigrati act in the Rugby Championship of Georgia. Heads. Nagsar Paliani. 2002-2004. Georgi Georgadze. 2004-2005 Deputy. Demon Gulagrava. 2005. Georgi Chogovadze. 2005-2006 Deputy. Baker Balanchavads. 2006-2007. Niko Kachkachili. 2007 Deputy. Nagsar Shamugia. 2007-2009. Vyatev Daradze. 2009-2012. Bisik Bregadze. 2012-2013. Dmitry Topoliani. 2013. Niko Kachkachili. 2013 Deputy. Shotamir Gulia. 2013-2017. Georgi Chigvaria. Since 2017. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.